losing over. You a queen when I less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Girl, you're such a powerful woman.
Hi ninjas, how are you doing? It's your girl Owamie aka Miss Pia Focal, bring back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, almost definitely welcome. Please do make sure that I subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you. Now, ninjas, I hope that you guys are extremely happy today because guess what, honey? Gogo Manzini is in the hipsy. Welcome back. We actually have to welcome you back.
Welcome me back.
No, but this time, you're Nanje.
It's a welcome
It's
back.
a welcome back. Yes,
Thank you so much for having me back again.
I've not seen you in forever.
Yeah.
It feels like forever, right?
Yes, but then I think I've been busy settling in.
You moved.
Yes, and finally, now I said I'm gonna move in by the end of the month.
Yeah.
So I'm here already. So I moved already. I did send you pictures.
Yes.
We moved everything out. So everything is now here. So I am now here next door. I will just all the time be here for my shooting because I did also see the messages you were sending me that people are complaining.
You not just complaining, people were literally like insulting me. Someone even said, "You're so unprofessional. This is unlike you." That's when I was like, no, guys, it's Gogoman's and please are big.
I think also they're doing that because of love.
I know.
That they have for our segment.
Yes.
So remember.
So I think they thought, or maybe the episodes are not coming out because of me. No, and it's not like Gogomanzini was not wanting to come. She was busy, guys, like moving a whole house from Sekunda to Gauteng. That's crazy. How many trips did you do?
We did one.
So you got like a big one, truck.
So it was a lot. So I also think that they're doing that because they love the segment.
Yeah,
and if they didn't love the segment,
they wouldn't care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and also remember, it goes back to the saying that says, some people will like you, some people will not like you. You know, I know that some people don't like the fact that we speak about certain things that we speak about, but also we need to know that there's people that like the things that we speak about.
Yeah.
So we need to cater for everybody.
No, everyone that was asking, like literally, it was because of like they were just so bored that we were not
even
uploading.
Me, they would send me messages.
They would.
Because I also leave my number most.
Oh,
so they would also
you
send
like
me
what's
messages.
up?
Why don't you go
ninjas, I'm
to
so sorry.
Owamie? Did you have a fight?
You lie!
I'm telling you.
People thought we hadn't fight. No, guys.
And I'm like,
Governments and I can never fight, guys. We cannot fight.
We're not a fighting type.
No,
so
we're not.
She
was just busy, and I honestly did understand because she would try, she would try to come in. There's a lot that has been going on. But because she's now here, there's absolutely no excuse. If you don't come, I'm taking my lights, I'm coming to your house.
There shouldn't be stories, shame,
whether
I
you
feel
like
for
it or
them.
not.
Yes. So, and I've been, on the past few days, I've been just setting up quite a lot. And remember, it took me a long time to actually find the proper space for me. And it's an estate.
Yeah.
So for me and the nature of my work, I needed a space with lots of trees.
Okay.
Yes, I needed a space with lots of trees. So remember, trees are nature. So we use them a lot for our rituals.
And you were also busy. Exactly. You were busy. The whole place was being dug.
It's a lot. Even now, as we speak, my husband is busy doing certain things.
Okay.
But what I would like to tell the ninjas is that, especially Joburg ninjas, I think I've got a lot of them here.
Yeah.
We are already open.
Okay.
So we are already working. So people can start making appointments to come and see me. Yeah. And then most definitely also my diary. I want to share my diary.
Oh, okay.
I think I'll do it on our next episode.
Yeah.
When the month begins, I want to inform them that what rituals are we going to be doing for the month, like the river, the what. So usually, and things like that. So but I'm back and I'm unbothered.
Unbothered?
Never.
I was bothered.
I'm back and I'm unbothered.
No, I'm kidding. I was no longer unbothered because at least after I spoke with guys, there's no unedited episodes. We're just waiting so that Gogomanzin can also just settle when she says she will come. yeah, they stopped. I didn't get any other message because literally boldly Owamie. I'm really sorry, guys, and I'm happy that at least you guys are really enjoying the segment. That says a lot, you know. But as for now, we're gonna all do our best to make sure that episodes are gonna be coming for you guys.
A lot, even more sometimes.
Even more sometimes. Maybe we'll even drop in another one in there. But anyway, before we even start, are you still going to the UK?
Yes.
When are you going to the UK? Kama?
The trip is set for the 5th.
Of next month, ne? Yeah. So we'll make sure that we also have Gogo Manzini's YouTube channel on the screen here. So anyway, guys, yeah, so we'll have it there. You can go to her channel, can check her out. And the WhatsApp numbers are also there. So those are the ones that you should don't call. Don't call those numbers, rather WhatsApp call or WhatsApp, okay? Please.
Because they're abusing my husband, and my husband is the only thing I've got.
Whoa, you're lying. You also have
Oh, no. But,
and your daughter?
No, but there's something we cannot do together that my husband can do. Nicely so. So when your ninja's abusing my husband, he doesn't perform well. I get his head.
Ninja, stop it. I don't want my friend's marriage to dwindle.
He's the only thing I've got.
So because of that thing that you and your
particular
husband
session.
can do only, he's the only thing you have. So Phala is not even your husband you have. It's that thing that you and now you're like, that's what I
can't
have.
have him heartbroken.
Well, anyway, Ninjas, today I think that you prepared something for us. Back to school. Today is going to be very educational. I'm also super happy about it because today we're going to talk about ukuphahla. What is ukuphahla in English?
I don't know.
Okay, can you explain? Is it like drinking water and
we will explain it in English though.
Oh, okay.
But the name we use is
ukuphahla. So don't worry, guys. We're not going to be using Venek. We're going to be using English. We're going to explain so that we can both hear. Because Lina, I'm not too sure what is ukuphahla.
Yes, yeah, ukuphahla. We're going to use Venek.
We're
going to use English, yes, even though we're not educated. But we will try so that everybody hears what
we are saying.
We say, yeah. Because remember, we've got teachers also on the channel.
Yeah, of course.
Say, don't say this, say that.
Say that.
Yeah. So, first of all, before going to the notes, ukuphahla, it's a small ritual that is performed to communicate with the ancestors.
Oh.
So, in our world, we call it ukuphahla. It's something that we can always also say is praying.
Okay.
So now when you pray to God. So when you phahla, you
phahla to the ancestors.
With the ancestors, exactly.
Okay.
So that is how, that is what we call ukuphahla. Communicating with the ancestors.
Okay.
So there's ways that it should be done.
Okay.
And there's ways that it should not be done. And a lot of people are not cracking it, or they're not doing it proper, because I feel like they don't have proper education as to how to do it. And remember, ukuphahla, when you do it well, you don't even need to go see Gogo Manzini.
Okay.
Because even when you come to Gogo Manzini gives you herbs. Gogo Manzini will tell you that the first thing you do before you even use the herbs, you need to phahla. Now, why do you phahla? You tell your ancestors. Remember, herbs are from the ground. They are nature's. They're from the nature.
Yes.
So they belong to our ancestors. I would always say that.
Yes.
So they talk. You then now tell them that I went to Gogo Manzini. Gogo Manzini gave me a love potion.
Okay.
So with this love potion, I want you guys as my ancestors. You are the people that have been using herbs from a long time ago. I'm asking that you work with the herbs so that whatever I'm using them for, they come to life.
So does this mean that if let's say I go to Gogo Manzini and I get a love potion, it's also very important for me to communicate with my ancestors?
You need to phahla all the time, because remember, we believe that everything that you do, you need to pass it through your ancestors. Remember when I say to you, I'm going to Tagata, I pray to God. That's the first. God is the first. God is the first. I know that I'm wearing beads now, I'm covered in beads, but I know that God is the first. Then I communicate with my ancestors.
Okay.
Because I believe that God works with ancestors. I
Okay.
believe because God is also an ancestor, according to me.
Okay.
Right? So you pray to him, but you don't see him. Same with ancestors.
Okay.
You talk to them,
But
but
you
you
don't
don't see
see
them,
them. Okay.
physically. Never. You get what I'm trying to
So
say?
what about the ancestors that people have been going to these Ugandan rooms and they say ancestors are talking? But let's not get into that.
No, but certain things. I told you even the last time that when you say there's ancestors, no, there's magic.
Okay.
There's-
No, I get
exactly.
that. Well, it's a person sitting in a room anyway, but yeah.
Yes, I'm telling you, Joe. Those people, they are very good actors.
Yeah.
So, and they know how to crack certain things.
Yeah.
So, when you phahla now, you don't phahla just to introduce izinto or
Okay.
things. You phahla to ask for whatever you're asking for.
Okay.
You phahla to acknowledge them, show gratitude, to thank them for certain things. You phahla to cry, to say, I'm going through the situation, but where are you guys? Right? So we phahla, a lot of us, but some of us, bati, or they say, even when I phahla, it's still the same. Just like a person that says, even when I pray, it's still
nothing
the
is
same.
happening. Okay.
Yes. So now with ukuphahla, there are methods that needs to be used
Okay.
in a proper way. There are specific times that you can actually phahla, and the times where you do not have to phahla.
Okay.
And breaking it down, there are places where you should phahla, and there are places where you should not phahla. So that is what about the class today is all about.
Okay.
Places now.
Oh,
There's-
wait. Sorry to interrupt you, Ne.
Okay.
So I know, like, as a Christian, we pray whenever we want. We are not like Muslims that actually have a specific time to say at 1 o'clock there's prayer, at 4 there's prayer. With us as Christians, usually, I pray every morning, I pray every night, and I pray every time before I eat.
Okay.
Right? That's us. So how many times should someone phahla a day? Or how many...
How often?
How often, yes,
Yeah.
should someone phahla
You can phahla every day.
every day?
Yeah. Remember, as I wanted to start with the places
Okay.
of where to phahla. You can phahla every day. Ukuphahla is up to you. You phahla, but when there's a need for
Okay.
you to actually
Phahla.
do it. Like, I work with ancestors. I work with spirits. I need to, every morning, I need to go to my space and say, you pray. You light your candles. And then you pray. And then you go to... I'm going to explain my processes. I don't care. So now, when you go, then I've got Ajay.
Okay.
Ajay is my goddess of wealth.
Okay.
So Ajay is, she's from Nigeria. Right. So she's in my shrine. They know her. People that come to my shrine, they know Ajay.
Wait, is Ajay like a statue?
No. It's a bowl. It's a bowl with shells and things like that. Then you can cover her. It's like
okay.
a calabash.
It's like a calabash.
Good,
Okay.
yes.
Yes.
Then my day now. I start with the candles by praying to God to assist me that we tagata the people that we're going to tagata on that day. That's number one.
Oh my goodness.
God. Yeah. I know God's kids will chow me. Don't use our Father's name wherever. That's what I do.
No, obviously, like as we're saying, whatever I can say right now, I can say, "Oh God," but that's what you believe.
That's what I do.
What you
I'm
do.
talking about
and
now.
you're talking about what you do. So yes,
Yes.
we are listening to you.
Yes,
So okay.
I'm now taking them to my life.
Yeah.
Exactly. Then I go to Ajay.
Okay.
Ajay, we speak to her every morning.
Okay.
And then on Mondays, Ajay eats. So every Monday, Ajay eats. There's a video on my YouTube. She eats bananas. She eats eggs. She eats honey. She eats sugar cane. Yeah, she likes sweet things. And then and she eats the pigeons, doves.
Doves.
Yes.
So you have to get a dove and kill it.
Every Monday. I give
So you
Ajay.
need 4 doves a month.
Yes.
Where are you getting those doves
And we
from?
buy them.
It's just not animal abuse.
No, there's nothing like that.
Don't let the white.
The very same chicken you buy at ShopRite was killed.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then we go to Ajay. We talk to her. It's not a Monday, right? And then I Phahla now
Okay.
to my ancestors. Then we start the day. We ask for the day.
So this is the part that I want to know. How do you Phahla?
Good, we're coming there.
Okay.
Now, there's places where you can Phahla.
Okay.
Number one, at home.
Okay.
You need to have something called umsamo. We can say it's an altar
Okay.
that you create
Okay.
in a certain space in your home.
Okay.
Ukuthi, this is where I Phahla.
Okay.
So now, that space is a space that you keep for that only.
Okay. So is it like a corner maybe?
Yes, it can be a corner, it can be a
Okay.
center of maybe anywhere
Okay.
where you feel corners are always best.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Then you create that umsamo. It depends on the consultation that you have. So we always consult what is needed in umsamo wako.
Okay.
That's number one.
Okay.
Also, we do not have the same process or method of ukuphahla because we're from different lineages. That's also one thing that we also gonna get into.
Okay.
Then there's ukuphahla in the river.
Okay. So the first place is your
Your
home.
home.
The
You can
second
phahla
place.
at the river.
Okay.
And then there's a place called Isiduli. Something that's called, it's an ant hill.
Hill. What?
Ant hill.
Ant
So
hill.
you know when you go to the fields,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And then there's this hills that are made by ants. So now they become like a stone. If you are far, it's like a rock.
A rock.
But it's not a rock, it's soil.
Yes, I know that one, man. They have this thing, we call it majuru in Venda, that you used to put like that thing and then and they're out and then you remove like that, right?
The what?
It's like there's these small things that have very sharp teeth in front. Like if it bites you, it do like this. They usually we call it chiuru in Venda. It's like a pile of soil, but it looks hard.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send you a picture,
A picture.
so that you just post
Put it in.
yes, so
Okay,
that they
that's
know
fine.
that
Yeah,
is-
you guys will be able to see.
Please.
Because especially if you grow up in the towns, you
You
can't
never
see
know
them.
those things.
Yeah,
Yes.
village people, they all know what I'm talking about.
And then there's ant hills. So we did home, we did the river,
River.
we did ant hill, and then we did the field, which is just an open space where there's no hill, no ant hill, nothing. Just an
Okay.
open space,
Okay.
which is not busy, where people don't walk up
a
and down
lot.
all the time. Yes.
Okay.
Good. So at home, before you even start ukuphahla at home, you need to start in the field. According to me. Well, we are traditional healers. We've got different methods.
yeah.
Yeah. Someone would tell you something. That's how I do it. So I want to share it with my ninjas because I want my ninjas to be summoned.
Yeah, of
Right.
course.
Exactly. So you start in the field. There you go to collect your ancestors.
In the field.
Yes, to your home. There's a
Okay.
method of that being done. So when we go, we have a staff,
Okay.
we have a boxer, we have
Like boxer, like a matchbox.
a boxer like the one that they smoke. Boxer. It's like a boxer, they smoke it. It's BB.
Oh, BB, yes. I've seen BB.
Yes, so those things. So it's a snuff, it's a BB, it's candles.
Okay.
When it comes to candles, stick to the colors that you know.
Okay.
Like for an example, I always say to people, whenever you go phahla for what, you need red, you need blue, you need white, and you need yellow. Those are important. I'll explain them.
Okay.
Right. And then so you've got your candles, you've got your snuff, you've got your BB, you've got your zol, weed. You burn it also there. Right? I don't know why you're doing that when I talk about weed.
No, because I am remembering that song that Jacob Zuma's ex-wife once did. Remember that time in COVID? He said, when they zol,
I don't know.
they
I'm not so
take
much
the
on
water.
social media.
Oh yeah. So it was like a song that actually like the beats are good. Okay.
So
yes.
now you need to have your zol. You need to have water.
Your weed, yeah.
Water
oh,
you
weed
must
is
bring.
okay.
Yes.
Is it supposed to be like purified water
No,
or
just
is
water from the tap.
Okay.
Yes. And then you bring your water, and then you bring your sweets when you have fruits and things like that. Why do you bring all these things? Because now, when you start burning them, or when you start doing your ritual, it's like you are feeding each and every one, you've got something for somebody. I'm talking about the ancestors now. So now there's kids that passed away. Remember, when a kid passes away,
they
that is an
become
ancestor. So we need to bring them sweets.
Okay, that
Kids.
makes sense.
Exactly. Then we've got the old grandmothers and grandfathers that used to
one
like
snape,
fruits.
fruits, yeah.
Okay, snape is for everybody.
Yeah.
But now you need to bring at least one bottle of beer.
Okay.
For those ones that you
Lomkhulu.
loved, beer.
Yeah.
And then you need to bring a bottle of gin.
Okay.
And you need to bring a bottle of whiskey. That is how I do it. You need to bring everything for anyone. So when you talk, you pour down. So it's a way that we believe that we feed them.
Okay.
So the minute you are there, no one is going to feel outlined. Then you
yeah.
bring maize meal, white maize meal powder. It's a form of food. And then you throw it down. I'm giving them food, something to eat. So when you do that, then there's a rock that you must also get, a stone. Then you do whatever you do there. You talk to them. You tell them that I am now taking you home. I have created umsamo or an altar for you guys to stay where I can easily communicate with you.
So that what time do you do this?
In the morning.
Early morning.
Yes, it's
before
early in
people
the
are out.
morning or in the afternoon. The times,
Okay.
6 to 9, I always advise. And then in the afternoon, before it gets dark, you can do.
So
Let's stick to mornings.
Morning.
Yeah, let's not confuse them.
Okay, so because one thing I know for a fact is that if you're in Venda and then you go there with candles and stuff and you're burning candles, you're doing this, if they see you, they are burning you. So what I want to know is that, you don't know.
They are banning you for what?
For witchcraft.
Oh, okay. But that's not witchcraft.
But people look at it like that.
Okay.
Do you understand? So what I want to know is that, okay, so it's very important that you use a field that people don't.
Yeah, not a busy one. People can walk. I mean, where I grew up or what I know, people do these things.
People were doing it there openly.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong that we was there.
Well, you should also if you're someone that is interested in this, I think you should also look at your area, because I know safety is also a thing. Because there are people that maybe they will see like that, others will take a picture, next thing you know, they're coming to burn your house, they're coming to do this, someone's gonna start, come with some story. Hey, I saw them, they were doing this, they wanted to witch me, hey, they were doing this. Or you do that, and let's say maybe someone takes a picture, right? And within maybe a week, somehow, some way, someone you don't even know passes away. They're like, no, she was doing this. You understand? And I know there are people that do that. So just for safety, if you're gonna do it, please just also look at your area. How are they? If it's something that they openly do, then it's fine. For an example, I can tell you.
I can do it.
No, that I do get that, right? But when you're way more protected. You understand? But for someone maybe to best understand, now growing up, we never used to go to the graveyard. You know that, ever. Like, we used to look at it like, what are you going to do there? Blah blah blah. And then when I was in Free State, almost every single day someone was going to the grave. Like, they made it, to me, it started to look like a norm, which is why now, anytime I go home, I'll go to my mother's grave, because for me, it's now a norm. But it's not a norm for people in Venda. They still look at me like, I am sure this one, there's something she's doing here. That's why maybe she looks like she's doing well. So I'm just saying, for safety reasons, guys, please, if you want to do it, if the area you're in, they are not as accepting, or they don't have the knowledge, Phahla is actually not to witch anyone. It's not to witch, and get you.
No, it's never.
Yes, then go to another field,
where
or a neighboring village where maybe they know about it and stuff.
Yeah, so you take them home. Then you buy a red material and a white material. So that is how we say we carry them home. So when you're putting everything down there, that material of yours is open. So when you speak, the snuff, you throw it down and then you throw it a bit on the materials. You throw it down and then you throw it a bit on the materials. Let them use the material, not the stone. They can lose it. Yeah, let's focus on the materials. And then you put it down as you speak to whoever you're speaking. So you tell them that you are taking them home so that you've got a nice place for them. That is a place where they are going to be communicating. You are going to be communicating with them, and they are going to be communicating with you through that space. When you now then go from the where you were pathing, and then you take the materials, and then you leave everything behind.
Okay.
Everything behind. If it's candles, you leave them burning. If it's what, you just leave it right there. The cake, the whatever, whoever is going to eat it, it's going to happen. Just leave it there, and then you take your materials, and then you go home. So when you get home, then you inform them also that now this is where you're going to be, and then you always put your snuff there, you always put your impepo, and then you do. And then in the river, still, that's the same. So in the river, you go for certain reasons. Purification. Water is the start of everything in the world or in this life. When you are sad, you cry. That water comes out. When you are sweating, water comes out. When the baby comes to life, the first thing that breaks is water. So water is the start.
Okay.
I'm Manzini. I'm water.
Manzini.
Yes. So
okay.
the river is also a place for you to go Phahla, then you go talk to Mother Nature.
So do you enter the river?
No, you are Phahlaring.
On the
you
bench?
Yes, you're Phahlaring outside, and then you can go inside now for your self-purification if you want.
Okay.
But then if you're not there for cleansing, you're there for Phahla, and then you go. And then whatever problems that you encounter in your life, those are the spaces that we use to Phahla.
Okay.
To communicate with our ancestors. So now, how do you do it? You look on the Inchonalanga, north.
Like
where the sun
sunset. Okay.
That is where you look. That's the first
Wait,
part.
you look sunset. So it means the shrine looks at you.
Exactly. When you go to the river and then you Phahla, you must look for the direction where is the sunset.
So even at the field.
Yes, when you go to the field, you must know the sunset, that part where the sun sets. That is where you're facing. That's number one.
What is the significance of that?
What do you mean? Why should
Why?
you? Because that's where the sun sets, and then there are no more.
But when we bury people, they face sunrise.
No. Good.
Oh, so you're calling them. You are
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So
wow.
that is also number one.
Oh.
So if you are going to do it and then you are facing the wrong direction, then the whole process is wrong.
They won't see you.
Exactly. You understand?
Your
So
bananas will be for nothing there.
take it into connection. That you definitely look at that direction.
Okay, okay.
You meditate when you go to Phahla.
Okay.
You don't think of anything. You need to be calm. And then now you must be able to separate yourself from yourself. You must be able to separate yourself from yourself.
How?
Because now you must meditate. Listen. Nothing must be on your mind. Your mind must be clear. Right? You forget about the best sex you had.
Is it possible though?
You should. You
Tell
are
me.
going to people that are so sacred.
Whee!
The place is a very sacred
I mean,
place.
one thing I don't like about these ancestors, what if they have something against sex, show me?
No, they don't. I'm making an example, Mina,
Oh.
that you need to clear
Hi, Ngoma, yo.
your mind.
Yeah.
Your focus should be on them.
Them.
Even when someone owes you money, you
Out of your mind.
Right. Then now you come and then you allow yourself to be. And then you start talking to them.
When you're still there, they feel.
Yes, now you are at the field.
Yeah.
You have set up everything down.
Yeah.
And then now you are just about to light your candles and do that. So as you light,
Yeah.
you must make sure that your state of mind is clean.
Oh, okay.
Are you with me?
Yes, I
Right.
get that.
And then now you get in. Like when you go to church, they say you must be clean.
Yeah.
So that you can feel the Holy Spirit and be like
Yes.
good. So when you go, you start by lighting the candles. Then you start talking. Nina bogogo, nabomkhulu. You then call them by surnames. We use surnames, not names. That is why we then say consultations are important. And then you know who your strongest ancestors are.
Wait, so you are able, if someone is to come and consult, you're able to tell them this is your strongest ancestor.
That's a start. That's a start. That is the start. You need to know who your support system is. So they all know, my clients know that who are their strongest. Then you start by using their surname.
So-
And then you follow the other one. You can be, your father's surname, you can be using it, but it doesn't work for you. When it comes to the strongness or the power. So you can be, I'm Mahlangu, for example. My mom is Mlangeni. If Mlangeni is the strongest ancestors in me, Abo Mlangeni, they are the strong ancestors in me, then I start with them. Then I end up with even if they paid lobola and they paid everything to my mom, but because me as a person, they are the strong ones. When I Phahla, I start with them.
So if let's say maybe like mama they say she was married, then who is she now? Is she let's say my mother is my strongest ancestor, and then now I want to call upon her.
The surname, her surname, not
her surname,
not the
not
marriage.
her marriage.
Yes,
Okay.
the one that she was born with.
Okay.
Her original surname.
Okay.
And then now you start to call them. You use those surnames, not names, please. And then you tell them whatever you're going to tell them. You're going to ask if you're going to ask. You're going to report if you're going to report.
Wait.
You're going to say thank you if you're going to say thank you.
Is this when you're still at the field? Or
Yes,
this
you're at the field. When you're lighting your candles, you talk.
Oh, I thought you're only going to the field to just collect them.
No, you talk. You talk and talk and talk and talk, and then you go now. After talking, they need to know you. You introduce yourself there. Who you are.
Because that's what I wanted to ask that time, Uri. How do you now know you're not just collecting any spirits?
No, you need to go there, introduce yourself.
And talk the surnames of those you're calling. But now my question is, Chumi, last we spoke about how you guys tabula, right? So let's say this ancestor that is already working for Gogo Manzini and some businessmen over there. So when I go to the field and call upon that ancestor,
That's the problem then, because that is why we say consult first. Then we will know how to deal with whatever situation.
you'll be able to know if that person is tabula.
Yes.
That ancestor. Okay.
Consultation is a guide of everything. So when you want to go or embark on a journey of Phahla, you want to go Phahla, consult with that Sangoma. So when you book a consultation with me, we know that this consultation is going to include Phahla. Then that is when I'm going to give you all the guidelines as to this is where you must go from here.
And then who's your strongest ancestor?
Exactly.
Okay.
Then
Makes
you
sense.
do that, and then when you're done talking, then you take them home.
In that cloth.
In that cloth, and then
Okay.
you put it there.
Okay.
And then some of them, they sleep with it under their pillows or under their beds. And then they take it out whenever they want to talk. Because some people are renting or they've got a small space, so you cannot really have a private space where you can put your things. Some people, they put it under their... I remember when I was still renting, I was putting it under my pillow.
Okay.
And then you remove it every time you want to talk to your ancestors. But it is one of the most important things that you do. So we can put consultation number 1, and then we put Phahla number 2. You talk there, the honest truth. Whatever job that you are doing, you say it. Whatever help that you want to ask from your ancestors, you say it right there.
So with that cloth, let's say you go there, do the cloth, can you be able to tie it around you?
No, it's a cloth. It has to be like a half a meter or something.
Oh, a big cloth.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not going to be something small.
Okay, so why do you have to go to the field and not the graveyard?
Because now, as I said earlier, you don't have to be specific with names.
Okay.
So now, when you go to the graveyard,
You're
you
going
are
to
going
a
to go
specific-
exactly.
okay.
So you cannot go to someone's grave and call everybody onto that grave. It's like a house, right?
Yeah.
So what if the person that you went to had enemies in the family? So those enemies, they passed away. They were not even talking to each other. Abazwani, like they
And they're
wouldn't-
now fighting.
Exactly. So how would you expect them to go to that person's house? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So those are things that you need to be very careful of. When you go to Ituna, go to Ituna to clean Ituna la mamako or whoever, talk to them, Jay. But now there's a difference between collecting or ukuhlanganisa amadlozi, combining them, and then now you are taking them to umsamo wako. That's a different one. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a consultation, as I said, it's number 1 that a person should do. People run away from consultation. They just don't want to pay.
Yeah.
And people want short corners, and short corners don't work. Consult, Phahla, get your herbs, and then start your journey of using herbs, your spiritual journey or anything of some sort. But mind you, even if you order something from me, the minute you receive it, phahla for that thing. Ubatshele, tell them that this is here now, I'm going to be using it for this and this and this and this and this. Then now, thanking them, we only use white.
White candle.
When we thank them.
White
so,
candle.
Yes.
Okay.
So now we've collected them, right? They are here. So there's no need for you to go back to the field. So you're cutting your trips. You understand? Then you can go also to the river to ask and to thank. Because remember, you went to the river maybe to ask for improving on a better life, and then. So when you see that things are going okay, go back to the river, to the Mother Nature.
To say thank you.
Yes, exactly. To say thank you for whatever. And also, Phahlaring for a car. To say ngiyabonga. To my ancestors. You don't phahla for an installment car. What are you bonging?
Hi, Bo. That the bank gave me a car. What is
You
it?
cannot go to thank your ancestors to say thank you for giving me credit.
Show me.
What are you thanking? What are you actually thanking? It's not yours yet, so you don't phahla for something that's not yours. Show me.
The banky.
No, the car is not yours. The bank will come and repossess it the other day when you fail to pay it.
Hi, Bo.
A house. You don't phahla. You don't thank. You can say whatever you say, but don't be careful of thanking them. You can report that I've got a car.
I got a car in installment.
Exactly,
I got a house
and
in
then
installment.
please protect it and protect me
Yeah.
so that I can be able to finish it. But don't say ngiyabonga madlozi. Thank you for what?
No, let me tell you. I once watched this reality show, Faith in Gates, and then one of her friends, that is a guy, he actually got a 1-bedroom apartment, right? And his mother came, gave a speech. Like, people are like, Bona, it's a big thing. Like, you did well. I mean, I'm like, how? He really did well. And the guy's renting there.
No,
I was
you don't.
so confused. I'm like, wait, I thought he bought. How are they here celebrating Kuti he is able to rent a 1-bedroom apartment? So I think I understand what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Because I'm like, it's a rental, like a rent. No.
Look, I'm not going to sit here and mislead people.
Yeah.
When you say thank you and then you're celebrating, what are you celebrating? You still owe that car. That car is actually not yours. Let's be fair, guys. People that are still paying their cars, they don't own those cars. Those cars are not theirs. The houses that you stay in here, Bond, it's not yours.
Chobi, now my SUV is my SUV.
Let's be honest. We can just say whatever we want to say.
I will thank.
But the only time it is yours is when the bank presents you with the papers.
Papers, that's true.
That this car is officially under your name. That is when you can go and say, ngiyabonga, thank you so much, my ancestors. You have worked so hard, 24 hours a day. You proved yourself to me.
I do agree with you when it comes to that. I've said it. If you watch my Parapara FM, I even said it that I sold my car that I bought cash, and I don't have a car because my car is like, belongs to the bank.
Ask them to help you finish the car.
Oh, yeah.
Then the car will be yours. But at the moment, you can never.
So even us, when we pray, guys, I'm learning here.
Yes.
I need to pray.
You need to be careful
God,
of what you
because
say.
I've always been saying thank you for the car, but I think I need to start saying, God, please help me finish this car fast.
Because now remember, when you pray or when you phahla, you command. You command that I need to finish this. So you cannot say, God help me with this Mercedes Benz.
That belongs to
That
us.
you struggle to pay. Sometimes you go to bed without food just for you to pay this car. So this car is now draining you actually. Because we know a lot of people that are having things that are draining them. When it's month end, if on yes, 50K gone. It's paying the house. The very same house that you celebrated, but now every month you complain about it. Because now we need to be, when we talk to our ancestors and we phahla, we get specific and we need to be honest. Don't say you bought a car. Siyabonga, usebenzile. We are human beings. We will say thank you. You've achieved. What you achieved? You achieved that the bank gave you credit. So now you achieved that you are going to make money for the bank. So that's your achievement. Remember, they take profit from you. Really now.
Tell me, why are you being so personal today?
I'm not
Tell
being
me,
personal. I'm
why
teaching
did you
you
come
guys.
here to fight?
I'm
Because
teaching you guys how to talk to your ancestors,
My
because now
goodness.
you will come back to say, Koko, my things are not going well. You are not doing them right. If a car is 50 rand and they give you an installment, you're going to pay 200 rand.
Yeah, true.
So the 150 is for the bank.
Yes,
So
the
you
50
are
rand is
working
yours.
for the bank.
From now
So
on,
you're going to thank your ancestors
no.
for that. You can go work for somebody else to make money.
But Nachomi, this conversation here just gave me strength. I'm gonna work 10 times as hard. I'm gonna finish that
I
car.
told you that this is school today.
I know, I'm telling you. Yo, guys,
Teaching.
no, I'm going to pay off my car. No, I need to.
People can
I
correct
need to
me if I'm
hustle.
wrong.
No, this was once a conversation online wherein someone actually said it. You don't thank your ancestors for a car that still belongs to the bank, a house that still belongs to the bank, and a lot of people commented, no, but it's mine. Hey, it's but you know what you're actually saying really makes sense.
It's yours, yes, and then you lose a job.
It has the potential of being yours.
Yes, exactly.
It has potential.
A lot of things happen in this world. Faulty, by mistake, you lose your job.
Ish.
And then they will still give you that car maybe for 3 months and leave you. Maybe you're still hustling. But on the third month, you'll be going out of the mall and then they'll be in next to the car.
Yeah, the bank told us to come fetch
now.
ours. Right now.
You've got all your
Can we have
playsticks
the
and
car
everything.
key?
Now.
Yeah. Guys, let me tell you, now I had a car that was repossessed. Me and my ex, Nissan Tida, a story time is coming. How it got repossessed, it was such a sad situation, I'm telling you.
Good.
So yes, it's true.
So when you're going to report, like I said, you need to report. Phahla is also used for reporting. You report. I got a car, and this car I'm going to be paying it over 5 years. And please, guys,
Help me.
be with me in the
Pay
next
it.
5 years.
Or
I need
help
to be
me
able
pay
to
it
pay
earlier.
it in any way.
Wow.
But I need assistance. I'm asking you, please keep my job so that I don't become a laughing stock.
Wow.
Because at the end of the day, when people repossess your things, you become a laughing stock. And you become a laughing stock to the same people that would come to you and say, sorry, Owamie. But you know what they would say? What did you think she was doing?
Honestly, it's the fact that like when we were sitting here, a Sangoma literal today just taught me how to pray to God.
Exactly. So that is why we need each other. The other day you will teach me how to pray because I also pray. Maybe you can tell me, Chomi, this is not how you pray. So we cannot run away from being laughing stocks. Once your things get repossessed, your own family, friends, and everybody, even me, I would go and say, oh, but who did you think she was? Did you think she was going to afford that? What else does she do without being a YouTuber?
Well,
You know who?
Someone wants
the
to...
same person that is with you on
Yes,
a daily basis.
no.
Me.
No, I mean, I remember 2021, guys, when I went home, one of my sisters, well, not my mother's kids or my father's or whatever, but like umntana mamkhulu omunye, like my aunt's daughter, when she saw my car, because when I went home, it didn't have plate numbers. You know what she said? She came to my window, she's like, how? You worked. Hey, you're driving such a nice car. At least when your things go down, you will tell people you once drove a nice car. Ngati, no, my things will never go down. Next I come back here, I'm gonna be coming back with a chopper. What nonsense is this?
Yes,
and she spoke without hearing herself, so it's what she was thinking. And then unfortunately she said it, so it's true.
I'm gonna tell you as it is. I'm gonna be honest with you. Remember the segment we had about friends or people keeping people around you?
Yeah.
Chomi, I'm going to be the first person that will be laughing at you when you struggle to pay your rent.
Yo.
But I forget that I actually come to your house, we have parties, we drink,
we eat,
we do whatever. When I'm hungry, you try to cook for me, whatever, and then you give me the eat. When things go bad, and then maybe I do something wrong in my ancestors, and then they punish me. When they punish me, I don't work. And then if I had things on installment, now they start getting repossessed. And then they say, Phahla, you can't be a Sangoma forever. You know, that's what people would do. So we need to be careful. So the other signal, let me be honest with you, about Phahla and thanking something that is not yours. Chances are, you will never have it again. Let me break it down. When you went to your ancestors and you told them that you have an SUV, you bought it uyabonga. You're thanking them so much you're even crying.
They're like, we're done.
They know that we have a car. So what else do you want?
lines of Nazareth.
You can, but the chances are they know that you have.
Our child has an SUV. We don't need to do.
You have.
You have. So
Yes.
now, what are you talking about? Coming here saying that I'm failing to pay. Pay what? Because the SUV is yours.
Exactly. So if you go ask for a job, when you get the job, go back to them and say, "Ngiyutholile umsebenzi, I got the job. Thank you so
Protected.
much."
Yes.
Then now they know that our child has got a job.
But then, do you thank now for a job that is not a permanent?
You do.
Okay.
You do. That is that for that 2 days they gave you, you need to go back to them and tell them. And then when you lose their job or when that contract finishes, you go back to them and tell them, "Good, I lost a job." You cannot. The last time you spoke to us, you asked for a job. We gave you a job. When you lose their job, you didn't tell us.
So we
So we
you're
know
still
that we have a
working.
job.
Okay.
So if they fire you or the contract finishes, you don't go report. Okay, that contract, let's not say fire. The contract now is finished. Can you please work again so that I can get another job? Now, you can't go back to them. And okay, when they fire you or when the contract ends, you don't go. They know that you're working most. So they are relaxed. And then when you know what another job, you go say, "Can I get another job?" Then they will be like,
How many
"Hi,
jobs do you
boo.
want?
You
are
are
one
working
person.
for Owamie
I
Entertainment,
know, Chef.
Moswena."
Me, the way I pray from today is gonna be different. I don't want to lie. It's gonna be a communication. Ukuthi, this month, this is how it went. God, thank you for this, but this and that. Like, because for some of us, especially, like, let's say maybe I'm praying for this iPhone, right? I get the iPhone. I thank God. If it breaks, I just feel like, no, but God saw it broke. But I don't think that's how I need. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That is why even with the herbs, when we give you herbs, we tell you to talk when you use them. Even if you're going to steam, talk. The herbs know what they're supposed to do. They know what they are for.
But you're supposed
You
to
still
talk.
need to talk. So Utoluguti, sometimes you will go blaming traditional healers and say, "My things are not working. This traditional healer is not working." Did you follow the guidelines proper? Because now, when you embark on a journey of spirituality, be it that you want to have powers, be it that you want to have money, be it that you want to have marriage, you need very good. It's not just multi. You don't just say, "Oh, this is it. I'm going to use it as steam," and then done. So the guidelines, they need to start. You do it proper. We are living like this. It's because we do things. I just explained to you that there's things that I do on a daily basis. I need to do those things. So even when you take someone something, when you are told that don't do sex before you go there, don't do it.
No matter how good it is.
Yeah, exactly, don't do it. You just need to follow the guys. I'm gonna tell you something with a smile. Muti works. Prayer helps. Phahla helps. As they say, unkulunkulu helps those who help themselves.
Chomia,
God
they're
helps.
talking about muti though.
No, even muti.
Because you're helping yourself.
You are helping yourself, and then the very same person that you pray to, you must also tell them, as I said, as we spoke on one of our previous episodes, that you cannot go there, kneel down, ask God for a job, but you don't even send one CV.
You see, that's the help themselves that I talk of.
Yes, when you help yourself, you must also help that CV by targeting yourself. Then you go. So now there's a lot.
Target the CV as well.
You ask for
my CV,
God for a job. You use your CV. Then you target yourself. You go look for a job. Because I would always say, sometimes someone would say, "Gogo." We always get instances. I'm gonna be honest. She has Gogo, since I've been there, things are still quiet. And then the first thing I would ask you, what were you here for? I was here for a job. What do you say is quiet? Did you go job hunting? No, I didn't. So you took my muti. You wasted. And then you think that the managers of the shops or whatever will come knocking to your door.
house and say, "Here, because Gogo Manzini gave you muti, here's a job."
Exactly. And also, again, with this education, people need to understand that herbs are not a quick fix. I said that before.
Yes, you have.
I said that before. Don't go to traditional healers that will say, "Go buy bags and the bag will be full of money." Be careful. It's not an overnight thing. Sometimes when you have a problem with your partner, right? Phahla, you go. And so the day you come to Gogo Manzini gives you herbs. The situation already say worse the husband does not want you anymore. Whether you went to Gogo Manzini or what, he doesn't want you anymore. In his mind, it's done that I'm going to pack. So a week later, they pack. And then you say, Gogo, the mood you gave me didn't work. You are late.
Someone has mooted your husband.
You know what I'm trying to say is, as we had on our very first
episode,
the first, I said, you need to go to Gogo Manzini. The time he still says, you look beautiful. The time he still says, those eyelashes look pretty on you, my love. The time he still say, he calls you and I miss you.
Ooh.
And then you like, baby, you've been out of the house for 10 minutes. And then he's like, 10 minutes is a lot, I miss you. That is when you need to tagata him.
Yo!
That's the time. Let us not wait for him to cheat and hit you. And cheat and hit you. In between the cheatings, there might be muti involved. Things are getting worse. So the minute he comes here, he fights with you, and then he goes and sleeps there. When he comes back, maybe he doesn't even touch you now anymore. You can see that things are very bad. He's on the way.
Yeah.
Then you want us to run. We can try running and see where the race goes. But if you want me to save your marriage or your relationship, you must come when he still say, I'm feeling you when he's on top of you. You must come when he still changes his eyes. When he's on top of you, then you can come. Remember, when we give you enough portion that you put in the VJ, Phahla, he must be passionate. Then he still wants you. So you save your things when things are still fine, even at work. You sense problems, Mus.
And I also, just to say the Takating gang, I saw a video of someone that went to work and she was busy doing muti. She didn't think, there are surveillance cameras. So they saw her busy lap.
And then also, that's one way you need to teach your people. When you tagata the work, you throw outside.
Not inside.
Yes, well, with me, some of them knows. The muti goes into a bottle, and then you put your DNA, everything there in that bottle, the bottle of water. And then I tell you that when you go to work, like let's say maybe you're going to smoke or you're just standing outside, open the bottle and throw the water. It's like you are cleaning the bottle, and then you are burying yourself there. Burying yourself, it means I'm going to die here. Your DNA and your what. Don't give people muti that is powderish to go put at work. People are clever now. Bosses are aware.
People are clever.
Bosses are aware. They know what you do. You know? So I will tell you.
Tagata in advance mode.
Exactly. So now, go with that water. I always tell them, you guys know yourselves. When you get to work, maybe you go in, you sit when there's a smoke break, and then you go out, pretend as if you're talking to a phone, or then there's water in your bottle. You just go, you open, you know, like, I just don't want this. And then you go clean the bottle. You're acting as if. So there was something in the bottle that you don't want, you are allowed. But that ritual, you only do it in the soil. Soil, not on the paving or what. No. Soil. I would ask you the soil part, even when there's a small tree, just there, so that your DNA goes down on that particular space. And then you will be there forever. So, as I was saying, even at work, Chomi, you sense, sometimes we see things happening and we take them light. You sense, Uti, my boss and I are not in good terms. You sense that things are not going well. When you see, Ngati, there's a problem coming, act up on the problem before it comes. Don't wait for the problem to come. Then now you want, when you are going broke, look, I know how much is in my bank. And the minute I swipe, it's minus. It's minus. You know your bank. And then you see that I'm going through being broke now. Because people are not coming. I'm not making money. My businesses are stuck. You know the situation.
Yeah.
You see it coming. When you know what you want to do, you want to sit until there's 1 rand. And then you stand up.
To go work.
No.
Now you're going to work hungry because you don't even have money for food.
No, exactly. When you know that when you are in the targeting gang and you are running a business, a tavern, you know that on a normal weekend you've got about 100 people coming. But when they start to be 70, and then next week they are 40, then while you still have that 40, jump to Gogo Manzini. You don't want to wait and say, I Gogo, for the past month they were not coming at all. And I'm like, what were you waiting for? Because when you have a tavern or a business where people come, where they patronate, we work on the soils of those people. Remember I told you, on the footprints. That's what we do with the malls. So you get what I'm saying? So we do not wait for situations to be worse, then we want to start acting up. We don't. We stand up. You know your man. You know that he likes the off. But 3 days he doesn't ask. I'm Marasbuze. Ask yourself, 3 days, where is he getting it? Because Phahla, I know him. That is when you must go consult and say, Goko, for the past 3 days I didn't get it. He was tired.
Don't wait for 3 months.
Don't. It gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. You know, and now there's a tendency of men wanting to chase women away of their houses when they divorce or break up. Leave, because they know that you don't have anything. Bury yourself there. Do the very same ritual that they do at work.
Tell me.
No, bury yourself while you are still happy. Get married.
When others are in honeymoon, when at that night,
exactly. You bury yourself there. You know what? Let me tell you a story for another day.
Yeah.
Let's cut it before we don't go too long. Then our ninjas get bored. You know what happens? When you, Mishumi, I'm going to use her name because it's my friend. Mishumi is in a relationship with your husband. Mishumi is not your sister. It's your girlfriend. Your husband is having an affair with her, right? She has access to your house. She comes where you are in vendor. So they know that you are in vendor. So you know most there's those men that are so dirty in a way that they would go have sex in the same bed that they have sex with their wives.
No, not just men,
Even women.
Even women. But what I'm saying is that, like, now I almost went through. I think I even did, because
even there are women that even calls amatota to their houses when their husbands are not there.
they do that.
Right. So what we do is, Gogo Manzini, I'm in a relationship with this guy. This guy is married to Owamie. And I always go to the house. And every time I go to the house is beautiful. I can see the life that Owamie is living. Now she's what? She's aspiring or admiring your life.
She's jealous.
Yeah, she's now she's not talking about the husband. They are in a relationship. She's talking about you.
She wants me out.
Good. Then Gogo Manzini gives her that ritual. So do we want to make Owamie sick? We don't want to make Owamie sick. We just wanted to pack and go. Then you know what you do? You do the same ritual with different herbs. The one that I say, go bury yourself at work. Now, when that girl comes on that particular night, she has her bottle in the bag. So she's going to go out. The guy is not going to be following her all the time. So the minute she gets time, she opens a bottle. She tells it that this is where I'm going to die. This is my house. And then she takes the bottle and then she buries herself there. So when the water goes in, you are there. That is you.
Hi, Shem, may those that do that die fast.
May those
so
that do
you
that
die
succeed
there.
because they want.
No, I need to. They're burying themselves there in the house.
Yeah.
That death should come that week.
No, but they will be there. You will leave your house. And then they would say, there's women here that would say, I left my house. If you give me an opportunity to have a podcast here, and then I interview people that comes to my surgery every day, you would see that you're actually not going through anything. People are going through it. People are going through a lot.
Ne?
People are suffering. And we want to assist. Mina, if I give you my herbs, I know they will work for you. It cannot be today, it cannot be tomorrow. They will eventually work, depending on the ritual that you are taking. But if you are patient with the process and you know that it will work, it will work.
So, okay, before I actually forget, I want to ask, because I'm sure there's someone out there that phahlas, but they've never gone to the field and do that ritual first.
Yeah.
But now maybe they were just told, okay, they
just
went
do
to
it.
Ndumba and then they were told, they maybe Ndumbeni, they do that, whatever, and they give her a cloth and say, go, you will use this to phahla and stuff.
But by who? From
I
who?
don't know, I don't
I'm
know,
asking you,
something like that.
they
Like
should
maybe
be
a
happening.
sangoma.
Yeah, they should be happening.
Something like that, or they give you something, they're like, no, I've called your ancestors, they're here, blah, blah, blah. And then you go or maybe they just tell you, go home, upahle, like, do a snave or whatever, or do that whole process of candles and whatever, but in your house.
And also, you must question certain things.
Ine.
When someone says, I called your
But
ancestors,
remember, I think they don't know.
Yeah, I'm just saying, we need to keep people aware.
Yes.
Yes.
So now, what advice would you give that person that is out there that partners with their snake, but they never went to the
You
field
have
to
been
collect?
wasting your time.
Jeez.
That's the advice. You have not been doing it proper. Hence, I said in the beginning of the segment that there's people that will say, hey, Shkoko, I Phahla, but things are not coming up. Phahla is powerful. Then there's one secret that we will not tell you.
What is that secret?
There's umuti that you use to Phahla.
Not just in pep and sniff.
Besides that,
Which muti is
you know what I will do? When I talk in public, Mina, at least I do say that I use rituals. Mina, I do say. You know what other people would do? Like your rich people. What do you do to achieve so much? They would say, I pray. Or even a Sangoma would go on live or somewhere and say, you must Phahla. And you see that their things are going very well. And then they would say, you must Phahla. Phahlaring works. There's something they're not telling you. There's umuti that we use to Phahla. So when you bend especially with the collection, when you collect them, when you bend the impepo there, you put the muti on top of the impepo.
Hey.
Or if you are a Sangoma and you're watching this and you don't know the muti, then you are fake. You can't be a Sangoma and you don't know this muti. You put it on top of, you know what when you call them, when the smoke of that impepo and that medicine comes, they reply quicker. They are here. You feel the presence.
I think that the celebrity that I would say that is very open of the fact that he communicates with his ancestors is Somizi. I love him for that. You know, because he's not doing things like in the back and coming out and saying, oh, I only pray. No, I remember even on his reality show, there was a time that he went to, he did his stuff there. You could see he was bending.
Yeah,
like,
but
I'm
the
coming
question
to
is,
my
I
ancestors.
Phahla, you Phahla. How do you Phahla? Does he Phahla with that muti I'm talking about? Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
We don't know, yes. Maybe he does, because his things are doing good. Maybe he doesn't. He just Phahla because he's a hard worker. You understand? I love Somizi. He works hard. He doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very, very hard worker. But we don't know what they do. So I also wanted to say that when someone would say, I Phahla, I Phahla, there's one method that they don't tell you. There's one method that they don't tell you. When we go, I'm having a segment or a day where we go Phahla with my clients. I'm going to be having it now. In what is this?
This
April? No. May somewhere. Before or after? UK, I will say it on my channel. We're going to have a Phahla day. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the field. All of us. I'm going to charge them.
Is there a specific attire that has to be worn when you go to Phahla?
No.
Can you wear your pants as a woman to go Phahla?
No. I think you can. Okay. But it just depends on how you... But we're talking about the soul. Yeah, not how you...
But I need to, like, the ancestors, maybe those Womkulu, they used to frown upon women.
It's about pants. You, how you respect yourself, Chomi. Me, I'm not going to go to my Ndumba with maybe a towel or with whatever. It's just you or how you were raised. That plays a lot of...
Your face when you said that.
Yeah, it's also how you were raised.
Like, were you raised like a human or an animal?
Exactly. Where you raised like you can go to a man. You can go into someone's house with a head.
Yeah.
And then if your daddy said that is fine, then it's fine. But we know that in Dota, when you go to Umuzo Muntu, you take off, even your house.
Yes.
Yeah, when you get inside, you remove your cap or your head, and then you just put it there, even if it's your house. Yes. So I'm just trying to say, when it comes to dress codes,
it's you. It's an individual thing.
So on the day of Phahla, it's going to be a Saturday morning. So we're going to go to a field. We are all going to Phahla. So I'm going to instruct all of them how we take them to the home. And then I will tell you what to do when you get home. So I'm going to charge you. I'm not going to charge you Uguti people now we must pay to Phahla. It's my knowledge that I'm going to be sharing with you. It's an expensive knowledge. The muti that I'm going to give you, you wouldn't know. So maybe you've been Phahlaring and we are 50 years now.
Chumi, you don't want to share that muti?
I will never ever do that. So the people that are going to be there, they will see, I will give them the muti. And then you're going to use it there and then you're going to use it at home. On your Phahlaring space.
So it means that muti, you have to constantly go back to go.
No, you're going to wash the clothes.
Oh,
yes, so
and
when
then
we
it works
there,
once and it's done.
Yes, I give you do it once when you Phahla there, and then when you get home, you wash the clothes with it. Do you get my point? Yes.
Well, anyway, obviously looking at time, we're gonna have to leave.
I love you.
And this was such an informative episode. But before we leave, I want to ask you something. There's a video of yours that I saw on Instagram, and you were surrounded by snakes, Chumi.
Oh, yes. That was in Nigeria.
We have to talk about that. We're going to talk about that maybe for our next video.
What?
But what
That's
were you
a
doing
personal
there?
story. I'm not going to share it with people.
But you shared the video.
Yeah, I shared the video, but don't ask me what I was doing there.
Guys, there were so many snakes. Oh my God.
It's also on my YouTube, on the shorts. You go there. You see me going down. You kneel. And that room has about 45 snakes.
And not just small snakes.
Yeah. I spent about 8 hours in that room.
Just you and the snakes?
It's just me and the snakes, but my husband had to take that small video when I was entering, and then he had to leave.
Anyway, my ninjas, I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. I'm so happy that you actually came. Congratulations on your new move. Congratulations on your new house. I'm happy that at least you're close by now, so we can be able to do things easier. I know that was not easy, driving to here every time. There was the one time that I actually drove to Secunda, and yeah, it was not an easy drive because, like, I don't know. For me, it was this. I hate driving, you know that. So yeah, I was like, that's why when you were like, okay, Chumi, you can come this time. I'm like, Chumi, come to the studio, because I'm like, yeah, that drive.
See,
and they have potholes, guys. They have potholes.
I'm not staying there anymore. You have potholes in Secunda. So
they have potholes. I was like, not with my SUV.
I remember you said.
No, I'm saying my SUV because we were talking about how that's a bank's car.
I don't know if you owe it or you.
No,
you bought it cash.
I pray to God that very soon I'll be done with it, but for now it still belongs to the bank.
Unfortunately, you're not our gang.
No, well, not unfortunately. Fortunately for me,
No, unfortunate for me. Fortunate for you.
Oh,
we would have paid off this car a long time ago.
Hi, Bochom.
You don't want to come? Join?
I'm fine. Mina, we are gonna like after I get paid, I'm just like, okay, it's fine as long as like Mina, I know where like I also know where I am, and I know where I come from, and I know how far I've been here, and I know how God has been with me through everything.
Yeah, I'm joking.
I know you're joking.
Because
again, the other thing again that I feel like I can also just go ahead and say is that you see like how today you were talking about how you need to Phahla, right? Phahlaring is basically praying for us Christians. You talk to God. You ask to God. You thank God. And I really honestly have learned like today, from now on, I'm also going to take how you guys Phahla. Well, obviously we don't have the muti and the burning of the candles and stuff like that. But when I pray, sometimes when I pray, I do light like a white candle. I don't have a problem with that, but it's that thing you could see like.
Still Phahla as a prayer, ne?
Is it?
When you still pray as a Christian, you still need to Phahla.
Is it?
Because then you're not using utagati. You are just talking to now. You talk to God and you talk to your ancestors. But we don't know because Mina, like I do both. So I don't want it to be like I'm recruiting people to join my. I'm not a Kobela. So if I was a Kobela, maybe I was gonna recruit you to come and be my twasa. But
imagine I was gonna be twasering there, dancing.
Oh,
my hair really like the beads are already here. I'll be when goes. But anyway,
you look beautiful today.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's also me. I'm tired
of what?
Of weaves. And when you said you said, are you okay? Are you ready? I was like, yes, I'm ready. You know why? I've been working too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just fine. I think Mos Uguri, the knowledge that you share, it's the knowledge. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You look beautiful. Next time, I'm going to show you flames. Next show.
Next time, I'm gonna make sure that I'm also leveling up, because I know everyone will be saying, "Wow, Gogo Mazini is so beautiful." They don't say, "Oh, I'm so beautiful." I'm like, who do you love here? You know, who's your person? Is it me or Ninja Gogo?
Gogo Ninja.
Gogo Ninja. But anyway, ninjas, we love you guys so much. Thank you for joining us. We are so sorry that, episodes have been a bit scarce, but Gomanzin is around now, so everything is gonna go well. I do hope that a lot of you guys actually learned. These episodes, we literally just want, someone like me that doesn't know anything. That's why I ask questions, so that maybe someone that is out there that is also, Phahlaring, or wants to Phahla. If you're gonna do it the right way.
Yes, and
I feel like
Phahla, it can actually change your life. As I said in the beginning, that when you do it proper, you won't even need to go to a sangoma for anything. But you do need at times then and there.
Yeah.
So we need to be proud of our culture. We need to practice things properly. So when you engage yourself into something, you need to ask questions, research about it, know what you're doing. Don't get yourself in things that are not going to be helpful at the end of the day. And when you know that you are in our gang, you need to be a person that practices a lot of patience. Do not want to be like me. You don't know where I come from. Do not...
you're not spending 8 hours with snakes.
Do not
in
aspire.
Nigeria.
I was going there. So do not aspire to be like me, because you don't know what I do. You don't know the things that I go through. So you must just run your own. I can be a traditional healer, but do not want to be me. You just run your race. You will get to where you're going.
Stay in your own lane.
Good. Coco Manzini, I am so much happy that I'm now in Johannesburg. We have opened. We are working already. We are taking appointments. WhatsApp 072-448-1474, 072-448-1474. And also, do not forget to follow my channel, Dr. Coco Manzini TV.
Subscribe.
Because that is where I do a lot of
lives
updates.
and videos.
Yes, I do a lot of
and
updates
stuff,
there,
yeah.
so that people know more. Here, it's more about educating.
And another thing again that I have to say, some of you guys were like, "Oh, I mean, you're not posting." You have been posting on your channel.
You know why? When I get time to have coffee, then I take. When I do on my channel, I don't even put makeup.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's
if
not
you guys
Coco
just feel
Manzini.
you need a dose, go to her channel. She's there.
Yeah,
that's what
go
I'm
there,
trying to say.
subscribe, and you will get to see the things that are happening. But also as I said, on the beginning of May, we are going to post the calendar. Just to say the rituals we're going to be doing. Like this one, I was teaching them. But now they need to go do it practical. So on that day, we're going to be doing the Phahlaring. But then, if you follow my channel, you get all the updates.
Yeah,
Thank you so
please
much for your
do.
time, my friend.
You're welcome, my friend.
And
Thank
my
you so much
ninjas.
for actually coming. So from me, Owamie, I love you guys so much. We'll definitely see you guys on our next upload. But yeah, we're back, guys. We're finally officially back. Bye.